Well, hello there, and welcome to our new YouTube channel. I'm commonly known as Champ, and this
I'm
is
Coco.
my Coco. And that's what our grandkids call us.
Yep.
And because of that, we thought we'd like to start a new YouTube channel called Love, Coco, and Champ. So, why are we here? What are we going to do? Why are we excited about this?
I'm just doing what I've been told to do.
Oh, she would lead you to believe that she's a very submissive and obedient wife, but the truth of the matter is I do whatever she tells me to.
True.
Get lots of kisses for that. So anyway, we're excited to be here, and we just wanted to welcome you to our channel. We've been married for a number of years, and
40 years this year.
this year, 40
Kind of
years.
exciting.
And we've kind of stepped into that situation where we are empty nesters, and we'll tell you a little more about that a little later. But we just wanted to start a channel where we talk to people who are in the same boat as us and share some of our experiences.
Well, and I think mainly that this is kind of what retirement looks like. We're going into that season of life where I don't think we'll retire, and we want to share the fun adventures that we're going to be doing.
And we do love adventure. So we'd like to bring you along. And before we do that, we'll just share a little bit about our background and then get ready for the next videos. Both our parents moved to a small rural town in Utah called Alpine. And we were both teenagers at the time. And when we grew up and became young adults, let's say in the early 20s, we kind of ran into each other and started dating. And as they say, the rest is history. So we built a couple homes in Alpine, and we had the opportunity to really go through and customize actually both homes, didn't we?
Yeah.
Gina was the design mind, and I was the hammer and nail guy, and we kind of fumbled our way through it and figured some things out. And so the pictures you're seeing now are pictures of all the renovations we did in our home. We had this home built, and it was pretty basic when we started, and we just started, and over the years, one room at a time, we started customizing things so that it was the way we wanted. We had some opportunity to travel the world. Gina is an Australian original. She was actually born there, and her parents had immigrated to the U.S., to that small town we talked about. So we've been back to Australia once together. Gina's been back dozens of times.
We've
I'm
actually
sure.
been back several times.
Yes, I'm sure
You've
we
been,
have, but I wasn't
you
with
have
you.
too. No, you have too.
So, but yes, so as our kids grew up, we had a very interesting experience. About the time we sold that home in Alpine, we just thought it was time to move on and do something more exciting. We'd raised our kids, they were all moving out of the house, and we wanted a new adventure. In fact, in a year's time, we had 4 children married in that 1 year. 3 of those were within 6 months. How was that?
Yeah, it was busy. It was a busy time.
And yes, Coco planned and ran all of those wedding
Yeah.
receptions, didn't you?
Yep, made all the girls' wedding dresses, and yes, it was fun. I love doing that kind of stuff.
So we decided it was time for a new adventure, and we packed everything up and we're headed to Australia. We actually both had some opportunities there, and as we got into it a little deeper, it just didn't pan out. It turned out it was going to be a 2-year vacation where we got paid some money, but not enough to return and start over in the States. And so we passed up that opportunity, and we just kind of waited. We waited for guidance from the Lord and trying to determine what was our next path. And I think we'll talk about that more as we get on this video, but we just want to give you an idea of where we've come from and where we hope to go. And so our channel is going to dive into that, and we'll talk about that next. Anything else, Coco?
I have nothing to add to that. That's great.
You're speechless?
I'm speechless.
Oh, this is a rare opportunity. Folks, enjoy that while you have it. All right, well, so what's next? Like, what do we expect from this YouTube channel that we're starting? Any ideas?
No.
So, while Gina's laughing about it and thinking about that, as we've talked about, once our kids left the nest, we found that we had to put more focus on our relationship, and we've watched other people, as we've referred to earlier, who have had the same challenge. You spend your whole life raising your kids, and that's the intensity of your focus. And once your kids leave, you have to completely revamp your relationship, unless you spend some time really keeping things tight in your relationship, which we've tried really hard to do, but even then it's been an adjustment for us, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we've always tried to balance that with the children, but now that the children are gone, of course, it's just Randy and I, and so finding ways to connect is really important for us. Like finding hobbies that we like, having projects to do together, and I think that's part of the reason for this.
Yeah, and so we want to take you on the journey. And we've talked about this. We even think that part of the reason we're doing this YouTube channel is for our kids. We want them to be able to see that setting goals and accomplishing things later in life is very possible. And we set our mind on something
There's
we want
no
to accomplish.
retirement for us.
Yeah, it's
This
not about
is retirement.
it's not about retirement. It's about creating adventure later in life. And that's what we're working on. And so we want you to share that with us. And some of the things we'll share are our passions and our hobbies. Gina likes...
loves the things we love to do. I love doing anything in the home. Gardening, cooking, cleaning, organizing. I love all of that. And I love, or I should say we both love having people in our home. And so creating a space that's welcome and that's clean and inviting means that, of course, I like to change things around all the time and just really love
Don't
having
come home in the
people.
dark. You'll trip over something.
We just love having people in our home, and we really do want them to feel welcome. And so that means always having projects to do. At least I like to make a list for Randy because he's really good at it.
That's one thing we really missed during the few years we rented before we bought this home, is we missed having projects and things that we could do to improve our home, to improve our property. And so we're going to take you along on some of those adventures. Some of Gina's domestic skill sets also include quilting and sewing. Yep. She's slow to admit that, but she's pretty handy. And I'm into photography, and we do a few photography trips each year, don't we? Yeah. And we will take you along on some of those. We're going to build some things.
Yep, we've got lots of organizing. So one of the things that we need, of course, is more space to store. And so if you're organizing things, you've got to have a place to put everything. So yes, we've got lots of closets to build out, lots of cabinets to build, lots of mainly organizational things.
And hopefully somewhere along the line we'll do something fun. We might fix some fun things. So I like to do a lot of woodwork, and eventually we'll get into some metal work, I hope. And just be creative. We love creating things, and that's what really makes us happy. And doing things with our hands and coming up with something better than what we started with.
And I think that's what we learned. We did when we sold everything and downsized and moved. We lived in a townhome, and we realized very quickly that we missed our home, we missed our garden, we missed doing projects. And I think projects is what keeps us connected and happy. It's something to talk about that's fun to look forward to, and there's that sense of accomplishment when we complete a project. And I think it's more that we're not the type of family, we don't watch TV, we don't have TV in our home. We might watch a movie, but for us it's about doing something together.
So that's what we look forward to, and we hope you'll join us. So, should we give the teaser for our next video?
Yeah, I think the next video is about us moving, right? No.
Yes, it is. And I'm shaking my head because I'm thinking, how many times can you try something and fail? So we're going to share with you many failures and the miracles that followed with our moving adventure, and that comes up next. So stay tuned. Thanks for joining in.